Hello and welcome back, my friends. As always, my name is Laser, and today what I want to do is kind of give you what I went through, okay, through this entire preseason. And I didn't went through it alone. I went through it with you guys, okay? And most of you that followed my content already know pretty much the ups and downs and all whatnot. It's kind of the end of an era, Season 1 starting. This has been the feature we've been asking for the most, and it's been delayed over time for multiple reasons. Now, it's no secret to anybody by this point that Heroes of the Storm was launched unfinished, heavily unfinished, lacking a whole lot of features, and it's still not quite complete, but it definitely looks like a much better product today than it did a while back. Finally, we are getting seasoned. There's still many improvements that need to be made, but for the time being, I am seeing this as finally the end of the beta for Heroes of the Storm. It's been a wild preseason. We've been together through a lot of stuff, okay? A lot of wonderful stuff and other stuff that wasn't as wonderful. We went through the dramatic change in scaling. You guys remember that one? Yes, the game was turned on its head. Everything got changed there. The effects didn't appear quite clear on the PTR back then. They did come apparent on live servers and so on and so forth. Anyway, the point was the whole game was turned topsy-turvy then, after which we went through the dreaded stun lock meta. During the dreaded stun lock meta, which was pretty much December, January, if I remember correctly, I lost a whole lot of friends. I lost a whole lot of friends to other games. A whole lot of my old Heroes of the Storm buddies, which I knew from early in the technical alpha, just went away, telling me when I asked them, hey, why'd you quit? Why are you not playing anymore? And so on and so forth. It's like, Laser, it's boring, man. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not having fun anymore. It's the same old, same old. And I blame the developer in most, okay, for this one. Their snail pace at reacting to many issues in the game. This has changed again. The development team for Heroes of the Storm has implemented new ways of going about things that balance changes will be implemented a whole lot faster. And as you can see, very rarely 2 weeks go by without some balance changes made to the game. So everything is improving, and it's been a while. It's definitely been a while. I've seen, like I told you guys, many of my friends poof disappeared to other games or just flat out quit, you know. And I've seen many other fellow content creators who just threw in the towel and said, you know what, I'm done. Okay, most of them having kind of the same reason overall. Some of them saying outright, and some of them kind of masking it and all whatnot. Now, it's no secret to anybody that I criticize Blizzard heavily. Okay, I don't really hold any punches, simply because I believe a strong criticism is the way to improve, is the way forward. Blizzard doesn't need any more fanboys. It's got plenty, okay? No need for me to be one of them. I'll just do my own thing and criticize everything I believe that is worth talking about. So, Season 1, the ranking system we discussed in a whole other video. I believe it's a much stronger ranking system than the one we had before, which was pretty much a one similar to Hearthstone. The matchmaker was another issue, let's remember that one as well. We had huge issues with the matchmaker. Blizzard tackled that one, and they say they have much better results now. Opinions vary. If you actually go and search through the community websites, Blizzard forums, Reddit, whatever you want to, you'll see that opinions vary. From my humble point of view, it's a better matchmaker than the one we had before. The ranking system we're getting looks to be a whole lot better than the one we had before, but final judgment obviously will be reserved until we actually get to play. It would be foolhardy to say yes, 100% is solid and all whatnot without actually playing. That is a tad stupid, and I'm not into that. Right, so the matchmaker has been improved. The roster has been greatly increased. Now, we didn't have a ban system for the longest while. Heroes of the Storm was a game that pushed esports heavily after it was marketed as a casual gamers MOBA. But anyway, pushed esports heavily without having a ban system. It took forever to get that ban system, but there were reasons for the ban system not being introduced earlier. Why? The very small roster, and Heroes of the Storm still possesses a very small roster when compared to the competition. Blizzard have made, however, tremendous efforts. Even though their speed, the speed at which the new features were developed and introduced to the game is kind of slow, from my point of view. This could have been done a whole lot faster. But anyway, point is, we are getting them now, and from my point of view, we are exiting beta now. There's still some stuff. I know you guys are gonna say, what about the buff bar, debuff bar? Yes, there are still plenty of things the developer can work on and improve the game, but I think the season role was one of the most important. Of course, the matchmaker being before that, and so on and so forth. So now I would like to share with you guys kind of my experience with Heroes of the Storm through all of this. Let's talk about rank play mostly, because, well, this is what it's all about. When rank play first came out, in about a week I managed to hit rank 1. Okay, initially I thought, wow, such a great achievement. I reached rank 1 and played with a lot of my friends. None of them which play today anymore. Duo queue, 3 queue. Remember, we could go 3-4 man in Hero League. We could actually do that. Anyway, hit rank 1, but it came quickly apparent to me that the rank didn't mean much. Okay, initially I tried to deny it. I tried to say, because ego. Okay, each and every one of us has a little bit of ego there, and of course I didn't want my ego to get pounded. But being a rational kind of person, I had to admit very quickly that the rank didn't mean all that much. Sadly, but you know, admit that it didn't mean that much. After which the rank reset came along, and the placement matches were introduced. The 20 placement matches, kind of pretty much the same story. Went through the placement matches, in about a week I was back to rank 1, and kind of lost all interest in playing any more rank, because there was no point. What was the point to playing rank? We didn't know anything about rewards. We found out much later that there will be rewards, but in any case, you reach the highest level. I still had that urge, that wanting for competitive play, that outside a quick match, which, let's be honest here, quick match can produce some very interesting team compositions, which sometimes is fun, sometimes is stupid, sometimes it's infuriating, and sometimes, very rarely, it can be a teaching experience. So don't rule out quick match, but it's not exactly a competitive experience. Eventually, out of boredom, I turned to Team League, and I tried to play with a couple of teams. At that point, I had many people inviting me, hey, let's try Team League, we're bored, let's do Team League, come on, Laser with us. I played with a couple of teams, I got up to rank, I don't know, something like 15, something like that, and then I kind of gave it up again. There were new heroes coming out, a lot of stuff to cover, and as a content creator, I always gotta balance my time out before how much I actually play and how much time I spend doing content. And it may seem simple, and initially when I started making YouTube videos, I thought it was gonna be simple. I was wrong. I was dead wrong, and there were a lot of things I needed to learn, and still a lot of time consumed by actually making a video, depending obviously on the format. So eventually I found a group of guys that wanted to play Team League. I played with them for a while. We had a team coordinator that handled everything, and it went well for a while until we hit the wall. We kind of clashed in personality, and I just thought, you know what, it's best to leave it like it is. I think I got up to about rank 8 or something like that. Then the big announcement came, the announcement that there will be rewards for the preseason. And then again, I looked towards Team League. I kind of made a team of my own, and we progressed a little bit further. I think I got up, I think my best rank in Team League was 5 or 4, something along those lines. I did not manage to achieve rank 1 for various reasons. Now let's talk about that. This is strictly my own experience. Most of the teams I have played in, and even the last one I kind of put together myself, want me to coordinate. This is not a good position for me to be in. I feel that the team coordinator always has additional pressure. I feel like the team coordinator is responsible, first and foremost. Okay, all the members of the team are responsible. First and foremost, the coordinator is responsible for a win and a loss. And even if you believe that to be true or not true, I always felt that extra pressure on my shoulders, because I just did. Okay, because I just did. It's as simply as that. When I coordinate, I feel a whole lot more pressure, and that causes me to be salty sometimes. Okay, that causes me to be hypercritical, which is not a good thing. Okay, I try to be constructive, but I'm human at the end of the day. I make mistakes. I am not immune to certain things. Okay, and playing with a couple of my friends, some of them which are at a good gameplay level, others which are not at a great gameplay level, we just banded together and try to get stuff done. This is not where I shine. As a team coordinator, that is not my role. It's uncomfortable for me, and it's something I do not want to do. I was a raid leader for several years in World of Warcraft, and I get a little bit too aggressively when I'm in that position. Where I believe I shine is when I am put in a team on the flex role, which I am, okay, and just let to play my game. Obviously, communicate with the team, okay, get the atmosphere right, because half the game in Team League is about the atmosphere. If it's a good atmosphere on the team, you're gonna play a whole lot better. But don't have to coordinate and make shot calls Okay, that again adds further pressure on me, and I don't like to be in that position. So at the current time, when the new season comes out, I plan on doing a whole lot more Hero League and Team League only, and only if I manage to find a team where I can be integrated into a flex, or a good team, okay, a somewhat competitive team where I can play flex and just let to play my game, as in not be put to coordinate, if that would be at all possible. That would be absolutely awesome from my point of view. So, Hero League and Team League are completely different beasts. If in Hero League, I can safely go through Hero League without communicating more than pings, okay? I'm gonna talk a little bit on the draft, maybe offer a few advices, and maybe express an opinion, if nothing else, and do a whole lot of pinging in game because I don't bother to chat, you don't have the time. In Team League, in order to pull it off, in order to get some good synergy with your teammates and actually pull off those plays, because you don't see the combinations, you don't see all the mad hero wombo combos and so on and so forth. In Hero League, you see more of them. In Team League, okay? In Team League, you'll see compositions which are catered to one specific thing, not as much as in Hero League, okay? It's a much more complex play style in Team League because you gotta get along with 4 other people, and all of you gotta work together in perfect harmony. Obviously, it can be a whole lot more spectacular and efficient than Hero League. So it's difficult. It's difficult to find people you click with, to find people you get along with, and to find people around your level, and all of those, you know, just work together, and for you to communicate good together, and, you know, the gameplay just to click. You know, when you zig, you know that your lane buddy will zag without the need of you telling him, because you don't want to clutter TeamSpeak or Skype or whatever the hell you're using. It's a very different beast in Team League, and for a person such as myself, it's difficult to find teammates which are pretty much on the same level, as in not necessarily gameplay level, yes, that one too, but more as a mentality, gameplay relations, you know, and what do you exactly want out of the game. It's difficult for me, and for the new season, again, I'm looking to rebuild the team, and I'm looking for a team coordinator. That is what I want. I don't want to coordinate anymore. It brings out way too much salt in me, and that, again, is not where I shine. And I don't like it, okay? I don't want to do it. Somebody else do it, okay? And well, that's pretty much it. I feel that the experience for me personally is a whole lot more enjoyable in Hero League at the time being. I am very excited for the new season. I hope to see many of you in game. If you do, if you recognize me, throw me a whisper. Okay, add you to friends and all whatnot. Make sure we're gonna get a good game and all whatnot. And well, I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. As for my goals for the new season, well, we got rewards. Check this out, guys. Okay, we already know the preseason rewards. We've been knowing them for quite a while. But look, in case you guys haven't noticed, Blizzard have posted the rewards for the for season 1. Here are the portraits, if you care about portraits, and more importantly, the mount. We're gonna get elemental lizard and epic elemental lizard mount. Obviously, the one with the armor. This one is the epic one. In Team League, you get the basic one from bronze. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. If you only play Hero League, though, the elemental wizard comes only at platinum, and the epic elemental wizard lizard comes at master level. Okay, if you reach master level, you get the epic elemental lizard mount, and it's high in the tier. Okay, the master tier is gonna be probably very hard to reach. Now, as for my own very modest goals, okay, for my own limited skill, my target is diamond. If I can achieve more, great. If I can't achieve at least diamond, then well, that's gonna suck a little bit. But I don't want to have, you know, like super high goals and then not achievement. So my goal for the time being is just to get to diamond. After that, we shall see. Okay, and well, again, I do believe that's gonna do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me through this entire process. I know a lot of you kind of quit Heroes of the Storm and are still watching my videos. Thank you very much for that. I'm looking forward to bringing you a whole lot more ranked content this season. We'll see how it plays out, but probably again my focus will turn heavily on to ranked. And that's gonna do it for now. Let me know in the comment section down below, are you excited for the new season, and if you would like some sort of specialized content from me for this season. Keep in mind that it will last for about 8 to 12 weeks from what Blizzard said, and then season 2 will roll and other rewards and so on and so forth. As always, my name is Lazar. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and I'll see you guys again soon. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.